Alright guys, so we are at my eyeshadow palette declutter. I feel like this is probably gonna be the hardest category for me that we've done so far, mainly because I love eyeshadows. But I think it's good to get rid of some stuff. I think we should start off by taking some things out that I know for sure that I want to keep. So for sure, I'm gonna keep these two just peachy. I love the material, but I hate that they stick together. So okay, definitely keeping my Zulu palette. So I'll just put it in between those two. Now I'm keeping these two little Ulta palettes for two reasons. One, they're so old, I'm not about to give them to someone. Second of all, they're not that bad. Today I used this one, as y'all saw either in my previous video or in my eyeshadow palette collection video, and they're good shadows, well, ish. But I think what I'm gonna do, because like these they don't stay like this. I have to pick them up like this. It's really annoying. I think I'm going to depot them and put them in a magnetic palette. See, like they just fall. The thing though is that they're not magnetic, so that's kind of what's been keeping me from doing that, but I'll figure something out. I might declutter these two, just keep these two, and then I might declutter this one, just keep the other three. But yeah, they're not that bad, but they're not the best. Let's take some of the big palettes out of here. Keeping this one, I was kind of debating this one for a while, and the reason for that is that I've had it since December. No, since spring. Since the spring Boxy Luxe, and I haven't used it that much since then. I kind of just have the palettes that I like and I use those. But I think I'm gonna keep it just until the next declutter, see if I like it. Because there's some really, like this So Jelly. You can't, oh, I hate that you can't see swatches so good. But it's so gorgeous. So I definitely want to use that more. I love these two shades. Love this one. I just want to play around more. I know you can get some really nice, beautiful looking looks out of this, so I want to play around with it more. And now that fall's coming in, there's not a better time to use this palette than fall. So keeping it for now. Also keeping, let me get rid of my big palettes. Also keeping my Melissa Michelle. I think I'm gonna make this my Pan That palette next year. Not sure. I'm in between this one and a couple other ones. Definitely keeping it. Let me just swatch Teresita again. Like, look at that. Look at this one. They swatch amazing, and they're that good in actual usage as well. Did that make sense? They work really well. So keeping Melissa Michelle. Next I'm also keeping my Sweet Peach palette. Absolutely love it. I gotta smell it every time that I open it. The only shades in here that I really don't like are Delectable, Talk Derby to Me, and Tempting. I think these three really kind of bring the palette down. If they had other peachier colors, literally like this color, you know, like you only have you only have Candied Peach in here, which is really peachy. So I wish they had more these types of colors. It would have been 10 out of 10, but instead we got dark green, purple, and purple. Absolutely adore it though. Also keeping Swamp Queen. Y'all heard my whole little tirade about Tarte, but I do really love this shade. This is another contender for my Pan That palette next year. I adore these shades. Dogman, no, Sippy Sippy is the weirdest shade that I've ever encountered, and I love it. But yeah, these colors are gorgeous, especially entering fall right now. So I'm excited to use this one a little bit more. Next up, Subculture. This is like my baby right now. I have been loving playing with it. And you know what? Let me say this for a little bit because I want to declutter one palette because of this palette. So let me just hold off on this. I'll just put it right there. Keeping Ace Beauté. I absolutely adored this palette. I've only used it like maybe thrice. But it's so gorgeous. I love these maroony deep colors. So that's why I'm keeping it. That's why I'm keeping the Violet Voss, just because of the color palette that it has. I adore that color palette. So I'm keeping this one. Also keeping this Splash of Hues palette. These colors are magnificent. Look, let me just swatch a couple of them because I swatched them in my look at that. I swatched them in my collection video. And this one doesn't swatch that well, but on the eyes it's gorgeous. Look at that. You like, they are a little not I was gonna say chalky. They're not chalky. They have a lot of like kickback, which we know is not a bad thing. It's just a thing. Oh my god, they are so pigmented. So they're really great. I really have enjoyed playing with it. I've only had it for like maybe a month and a half, and I've already used it like maybe 4 times, which for me is a lot. So keeping Splash of Hues, also keeping Element of Surprise. This color, oh my god, this color, oh my god. And you know what, let me swatch this one so y'all can see what I'm talking about. So that's the pink, that's the purple, this is the brown. As you can see, like, it has like a sort of like purpleness to it, which I think is just so interesting. And so smart of ColourPop to do that with this palette, because it makes this palette, I mean, you know, beside these two and this duochrome, oh, let me save it for another one. Beside these 3, it's a very neutral palette, but because these have like a purple hue to them, it just makes it so worth it. So keeping this one. But let me show y'all something. The Morphe, you know, I haven't used this one, so I think I love it a lot. Fall is coming. I think what I'm gonna do is, if I don't use it at least 5 times by the next declutter, it'll be decluttered, just because I feel like it's so gorgeous, somebody has to get use out of it, and if I'm not getting use out of it, somebody else has to. But for right now, I will be keeping it. I know I haven't been throwing any of them out, but I will. I definitely will. Just wait. I just want to get some of these amazing ones out of the way. Keeping my Reina del Caribe, gorgeous. Look at Celia. Wow. Ugh, amazing. I really wish, now looking back at all these palettes, going through them again, I really wish I had done my makeup a lot more in the summer. I know we're still in the summer. Texas is gonna be in the summer until like November, but it's like everyone's in school now, so it feels like fall. But this is like a perfect summer palette. Keeping Prism. Gonna be showing Lucid in a little bit, but this palette has been amazing so far. I've had it for like about a month, but I've had so much fun with it. I had to buy it off of Mercari because I know that they're selling it in Marshalls, but I never found it. So I found it on Mercari, and you know what? I got it. So keeping these two, I feel like I'm saying too much. But anyways, keeping both of these little palettes, they're so gorgeous. I haven't I haven't been paying so much attention to these, which makes me sad, but they are really nice. That's it. That's all I'm gonna say on these. Keeping both of these. Keeping my Smashbox. I have a love-hate relationship with this. I love the color scheme. I love that I bought it, but also I hate the formula and I hate that I bought it. But I'm keeping it mostly out of spite. And I'm gonna make some looks with it, make it work. You know what? This was perfect for spring, and I didn't even use it for spring. I'm gonna use it for spring. Next up, my Peach Palette BYS. This is a contender from Pan That Palette as well. It's mostly shimmer shades, which sucks. But these shimmer shades are amazing, and they're very easy to use. And they feel kind of like almost wet, sort of. So they are very easy to use to go through as well. I think this what's it called, Flashy, was in a panning project, and I do have quite a nice dip. I don't think you'll be able to see it, but I do have a nice dip compared to like this one that I've never used, Dashing. But I love this palette. This shade right here, Lavish, absolutely adore it. Let me swatch a couple for these three. I think those three are good chance to show for. Look at that, look at that, look at that. Wow. And for like a palette that is so cheap, it's great. The mirror sucks. The mirror is plastic, but this palette is great, and I'm keeping it. So now this is, oh god, this is where it starts to get tough. I have three palettes here that I do want to show one shade of each in, and I'm gonna use that to justify decluttering one, because I literally like contemplated this purchase so much, and it's only $4, so that's what makes me want to keep it. And I still might, but for right now I want to swatch all these duos, because they're gonna be the reason that I either keep it or I don't. So this is ColourPop Prism Subculture, that one, and let me swatch one more. Oh, I don't know, guys. Like, this Subculture one is a lot better than this one, right? This one, I think I'm just gonna declutter it. Wait. So yeah, I'm just gonna declutter this. I haven't watched Marie Kondo or anything, but I still know the little phrase she says. This does not bring me joy. So first, declutter. Keeping all these three. One down. Okay. Oh, this one everybody knows. If y'all have been watching every other of my series, I'm decluttering it. These shades, I'm not even gonna swatch them for y'all since I already made up my mind. They're all shimmer except the dark brown. I'm never gonna use them, so 2 out. Next up, this little palette. It wasn't a Project Pan. No progress. So I did save the little eyeliner and decluttered. It was a gift, so I feel kind of bad. But she gave it because she got it in a Sephora plate and she never used it, so it's okay. This one, I don't know. I really don't want to. What I might do, because if you swatch this one, they're really nice. Like, they're right up my alley. What I might do is that I'm gonna declutter it, and if nobody wants it, I'll keep it because I'm not about to sell it. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'll keep it and depot some shades from this and destroy the rest maybe. I don't know. It's just I've tried making this. I think I tried. Yeah. No. It was in a project, and every day was horrible. I would rather be using something else. So because of that, there's no point in me making myself suffer. I'm just gonna declutter it. Next, these 3 palettes. I know they're 3 palettes, but they're 1 palette, but they're 3 palettes, if that makes sense. They're 3 separate palettes to me because they have 3 separate names and they're 3 palettes. I think I made up my mind that I'm gonna declutter these. The only one that it hurts me to declutter is this pink one. But really, let me just get these 2 out of the way. They're just not worth it, I think. I have a lot better pinky neutrals, even in my peach palette. If I can get it. Like, this is kind of pinky, this is pinky. I can mix these 2, make Snow Girl. All the other ones, the shades are just not like spectacular. They don't interest me enough. They're quite for how I do my makeup, as you have been seeing in these videos, with the bright green, the bright pink. They're just not really as exciting. I could recreate whatever I make here 1,000 times with this palette, and even this palette isn't even, you know, that exciting. So I'm gonna declutter it. Another thing keeping me from that was this blush, but we have that blush already, so I'm gonna say goodbye to this palette. And lastly, this palette. I think I'm gonna declutter it. Simply because, okay, these 2, I don't even know if y'all can see it. These 2 oranges are the same. The pink one, that might be the only like outlier, but here these blues are the same. This one's a little bit brighter. I mean, this yellow is kind of like sphere, you know, exactly the same, except this one I think performs a little better. That purple I was never gonna use. The only thing unique from here that I can't find anywhere else is this blue. This pink is kind of holding me back, but I don't know. I think I'd rather just not have it because I know I won't use it. So I think it's gotta go. And I'm gonna go to the store and buy the first volume of this, and that I think has the same blue as that one. These shadows I like a lot more. These shadows are not bad, they're pretty good, but the blendability in these are a lot better with just as much pigment. So plus, yeah, that's all right. So I'm getting rid of these many, which I didn't think I was going to get rid of that many. When I got in here, I knew for sure I was only gonna get rid of this one and this one. Apart from that, I was very unsure about these 3, and these 3 hadn't even crossed my mind. Well, this one had a little bit, but yeah. So I decluttered 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, bringing my palette total down to 20. Yeah, I had 28. Now I have 20. So I'm a little shooketh at me right now, but I think it's for the better. I think I still have a lot to play with, and you know, it's August. Christmas is right around the corner, especially for cosmetic brands right now, because they literally have things out already. So I think that's gonna give me more space to buy some palettes, you know, to have a little more fun, to go a little bit more creative, get palettes that are bright, because I feel like I have a lot of browns and neutrals, and I just want to play with color. So I'm sad that I didn't get the Morphe palette for Pride. There were a couple Pride collections that I kind of wish I had gotten, but I didn't. But now without all this, I have a little bit more space for the winter. So thank y'all so much for watching me go down from 28 to 20 palettes. Oof. I'll see y'all in the next video, which will probably be up tomorrow. Bye bye.